Let's start the superhero news with DC itself because DC fans were super happy this week. Joaquin Phoenix won the Best Actor award for starring in Joker, and Joker itself won Best Music award. Two big Academy awards for Joker itself. That was crazy, literally. And another biggest crazy coincidence is Heath Ledger won the Best Supporting Actor award 10 years prior, and it was a 10 years gap and 10 years tribute. I'm so happy to see the actors playing Jokers to lift the Academy Awards. Not you, Jared Leto. And talking about Joker, let's talk about the Batsuit reveal. I mean, it came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that matrix. Revealed the official first look at the Batsuit. Robert Pattinson was rocking in that, and it was not released on YouTube. It was released on Vimeo. It was like a screen test. DC is keeping up with this trend of releasing a screen test prior, starting with Joker, Birds of Prey, and now this. This Batsuit is super comic accurate, and Matrix done a good job. I don't know, we will get a full reveal possibly maybe next week. Shooting is going to be crazy. We might even get the Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Riddler Penguin first look as well. I hope it's good because Matt is going for the comic book accurate looks, and it looks dope. So that wraps up the DC. Let's start with the Marvel. So Marvel gave us a lot of Spider-Man goodies. Yes, we got a new Spider-Man movie coming out 2021, not the Spider-Man 3. The Spider-Man movie is supposed to be released October 2021. So this special day give us something about the Spider-Man movie. Maybe it's a Spider-Woman, as it was launched by Sony itself. Alicia Vikander starring as Jessica Drew sounds good, but let's hope for the best. Talking about Kraven the Hunter, he might get even a solo movie. We got a special rumor that Henry Cavill is supposed to play the Kraven the Hunter. He matches perfectly, but who cares? He's my Superman, so let's hope he returns as Superman. I don't care if he is playing as a Kraven the Hunter or not. Come back Superman. Come back to DC. We also got our first look at Carnage played by Woody, and thank God he got rid of his ugly wig he was wearing. Previous Venom, and this Venom too, he's getting a shortcut hair. Maybe this is a flashback, I don't care, but this look suits him well. So just paint that hair red and you got yourself a perfect latest Cassidy. I'm getting a vibe straight from the picture. And talking about his picture, he was wearing a civilian coat, so possibly maybe he's trying to kill someone in a disguise, or maybe the Carnage is not yet bonded with Cletus Cassidy, who knows, but let's hope the Venom 2 is good. And Tom Holland might have some cameo in the Venom 2. I was hoping he's the bridge between the Sony and the Marvel Universe. Now they are calling it Sony Marvel Universe. Not bad for a comic fan, but I hope it's all for good. Marvel is also crossovering with the Venomverse, so Venomverse plus Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's always a good thing, right? Other than that, everyone knows about the Disney Plus Marvel series, and Marvel is planning to do a secret, no pun intended, Avengers Secret Invasion series. So this series is supposed to be a movie in 2 to 3 years, maybe in phase 5, but they are planning to do it as a series. I hope that works well because Secret Invasion was a bigger story. The comic book has a biggest load in that. So of course, I guess it needs a long time run, maybe like a Avengers 5 and 6. So it's better to do it as a series and give us a long story with that. I'm happy to see a Secret Invasion series. So this means maybe the Marvel is planning to do a Secret Wars storyline for Avengers 5 and 6. Russo brothers say they will return for doing a Secret Wars storyline. So let's hope it's all for good. And this wraps up the Marvel news. Let's start with the Hollywood side. There are a lot of news and trailers this week, starting with Parasite. Parasite rocked the Oscar floor with winning 4 special Oscars: Best Picture, Best International Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay. Anyone who didn't see the movie, just please go and see it. The movie was so good. Please consider subscribing. I will soon do a special Easter egg breakdown regarding the Parasite movie. I was enjoying it. I was watching it more than 2 to 3 times. I'm happy with that movie. Not only me, the Hollywood loves it too, because HBO Max is preparing to do a special Parasite series starring Mark Ruffalo. So this could be a special American version of this Parasite, where the poor versus rich happening and possibly taking over the Parasite movie itself. So Bong Joon-ho will be looking after the series, possibly taking some notes, but he will be not heavily involved in the series. The series is about to get confirmed, and let's hope this series will be premiering in HBO Max. I'm considering to be subscribing that. Apart from that, we got 2 to 3 special trailers. I was so happy to see Jackie Chan returning with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have zero idea what the movie is about, but the movie looks so cool, and of course Jackie Chan is in that, and his humor sense will always bring smile in my face. QB the Stranger movie looks cool as well. A sociopath versus a Uber driver, so that's a typical thing happening in America. Maybe it's not a new thing after all. Apart from that, the Hunt movie, so it has this Fortnite PUBG, this battle royale vibe. So this also depicts the rich versus poor. where the rich is taking control of the innocent poor and hunting them for sports. I hope this movie is good because the trailer was so intense. Let's do for the Hollywood updates. Let's move on to the gaming updates. We got a first look at Outriders. Release their next game for the Outriders, and this game looked like a love child between Mass Effect and let's hope Gears of War. Looks cool, plays cool, and of course a first-person shooter. It's not impressive for me. Really, it's not impressive for me. Square Enix also confirmed the next Avengers game releasing September 4th, so that's a long away from this day. So yeah, Marvel actually planned this to push the Avengers game that far. That looks cool. As a comic book fan, I would love to get a hands-on experience on the Avengers game. So it's also a service-based game. Let's hope it's not as bad as Destiny. There's also a rumor that Netflix is planning to make a series based on God of War, talking about the creator's backstory after the wild success of Witcher series. I love the Witcher series. There was a long-term rumor running that Sony Entertainment is making God of War movie and it's an R-rated. I don't know whether it's happening or not. I love to see a series based on God of War backstory because you can't just cram a biggest game story into a smallest 3-hour runtime. So this God of War backstory sounds good. Let's hope that Netflix make it R-rated like they made with the Witcher series. And let's hope if they're planning to make a God of War series, they make it longer and more episodes than Witcher. I would love to see that. And Tom Holland confirms the Uncharted movie is still happening. Well, it's happening for a long time, but hey, that's an update, right? Moving on from that, tech updates, of course. Mobile World Congress, lot of the biggest companies pulled off from that because of the corona outbreak. Sony Nokia, bigger companies pulled off from the conference. Sony also planning to pull off from the biggest February 24 presentation where they plan to reveal the PS5 event. Let's hope that's not happening. Corona outbreak can bring anything, right? So Sony might pull back from the February 24 event. Sony did cancel the E3 event. So it is 2 years in a row. So if it doesn't happening in the February 24, we might not see the PS5 for a long time. And I can't take that, really. And this wraps up the entire video. Thanks for watching. I will meet you in the next superhero news. Have fun.